You don't need to make more money to have more money. You just need to find it, and it's probably hiding right in plain sight. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find hidden cash, find out where money is leaking out, and make smarter decisions with what you already have. No gimmicks, no extra jobs, just real life money you didn't even realize you had. My first tip is fifth week money. This happens 4 times a year where there's a fifth week in the month. And you really have to pay attention to this because if you get paid weekly, you'll get an extra paycheck that month. And a lot of people are just blowing this money. They're putting it into their checking accounts and it's just wrapping up with their normal bills, or they're overspending that month and they think, okay, well, I have my extra month, it's fine. But if you took that whole entire check and maybe took out your gas money for the week or your groceries that you might need for that week and take that whole entire rest of that check and put it into your savings account or put it on debt, that's a huge amount. So you get this extra money even if you're paid bi-weekly. You just have to pay attention of when this is happening and make sure you set that money aside. This is going to be a big chunk of money for you. My next tip is tax refund money. This is usually a good amount of money, and we need to make wise decisions with this money. We need to make sure that we're putting this money to good use. Make sure you're using good judgment with this money, and if you're in debt, I highly recommend using this money to pay off your debt. Stop spending on autopilot. Here are a few things that people lose track of that they're automatically paying for every month. Subscriptions, streaming services, gym memberships, coffee habits, even Amazon shopping. We know how dangerous that can be. What other items are you spending money on each month? You'll be surprised how much money you can save when you take those off of automatic payments. I would definitely cancel them if possible, and you'll have a nice chunk of savings every single month. Now, you can always add them back in later in life, but if you're needing to find that extra money, you need to cancel these. Just think about how much money you'll save. You'll actually be shocked. My next tip is to do a 7-day or up to a 30-day no spend challenge. This challenge is about stopping all your spending so you can get control of your finances again. You'll know exactly where all your money is going by the end of that month. If I set $50 aside for the week for gasoline and I fill up my tank and it's only $40, I take that extra $10 and I immediately move it to a savings account or on my debt. Immediately. I don't even think twice about it. I sometimes will do it in the car in my app. So just so you know, if you budget for something and you don't spend that money, give that money a purpose and direct it in the right direction. Are you able to carpool to work with somebody? I would definitely ask around and see if this is an option. Just think how much money you can save right there. If you have credit card debt, I would call the credit card company, see if they can work with you at all. Sometimes they'll lower your interest rate or even take off part of your balance if you pay in full the day they discuss this with you. So if you ask for them to reduce your balance amount, a lot of the times they will, but you have to be willing to pay the rest up front and off that same day because they're going to drop the contract for you and send it over to you, and you need to make that decision right away. So I definitely would put a call into the credit card company to see if they can help you reduce your payments at all. My other tip to save money with credit card debt is to open another credit card that has 0% interest for 18 to 24 months. The only thing with this is when you transfer your credit card debt to this new credit card, you're not paying any interest, so you're saving money on the interest. But you have to be ultra focused and driven to get this credit card paid off even faster, because if you don't have this paid off before that interest rate kicks in again, you could be in some serious trouble because that's just going to start building back up again. So to move your balance to a 0% interest rate credit card, just be ready to be ultra driven to get that paid off immediately. But you could save some money on the interest rate itself. Sell items that you're not using. Definitely utilize eBay or Poshmark or Mercari, and there's lots of sites out there nowadays. Definitely go through your stuff, see what you're not using, and you could be coming into some extra money that you didn't even think that you had. There's always something in your house that you can sell to come up with a little bit of extra money. My next tip is to look through old drawers or your wallet. Do you have old gift cards laying around? Well, heck, that's maybe a free lunch or a free dinner or to help you buy groceries. You just never know. And to me, that's savings. It's a win-win. My next tip is to use cash back apps like Fetch, Ibotta, Rakuten. These will give you cash back for your purchases. Now with Fetch, it will pay you back in gift cards, but that's still money to me. These are easy to use, and once you hit a certain level, that's when they'll send you your money or your gift card. My next tip is to not eat out at all. I know, but just think how much money you will come into if you're not spending your money on going out to eat. Consider just cooking your food at home. See how much money you can save and have extra in your savings account for the month. My absolute number one tip to find extra money is to create a budget. If you create a budget and you know exactly what's coming in and what's going out, you're going to know how much extra you have for the month. Instead of just frivolous spending, you're going to have an idea of what's going on. You're going to see if you're overspending or what you can cancel to have extra money in your account every month. I can't stress this enough. So if you have any questions on budgeting, drop a comment down below and I'll see if I can help you out. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And if you have a minute, watch my other video.